My name is Hailey, and I retained an L1 spinal cord injury in 2019 when I was 20 years old. I was hiking in the Cabazon Mountains and I slipped off of a 40-foot waterfall um, and had a compression fracture when I landed on rocks. And I was airlifted out and sent to the ICU and suffered from an L1 spinal cord injury. Growing up, I lived in Southern California my whole life. Um, I've grown up with my two parents and my two siblings. Each of us are a year apart, so we've gotten to grow up and do life together in the same stages of elementary school, middle school together, and high school together. In high school, we were all athletes. We all did two sports. Mine were track and field, specifically high jump and pole vaulting, and I also did tennis in high school. Um, Loved sports, loved that competitive nature and being a part of a team, as well as the individual aspect of the sport. Um, my family loves outdoor activities. We always go to the beach. That's my favorite place in the whole world. I love going out into the ocean and playing in the waves. I like stand up paddle boarding as well. My family loves to go snowboarding and skiing. It's one of my challenges is to try and keep up with my dad and my brother because they love to just fly down the mountains, and I like to keep up with them as best as I can, and I'd say I do a pretty good job. But I love that adrenaline rush as well, and they make it really fun and really push me to challenge myself out there on the mountains. Yeah, but pre-accident, I was very invested in sports, loved hiking, going up into Azusa Canyon up here near Pomona. I like going up into those mountains a lot. And yeah, that's kind of what my life looks like. I remember right when my accident had happened, even that day, um, laying, instantly paralyzed from the waist down, wondering, am I paralyzed? And I was just in shock that that can happen like this, and you can go from living your life running around to suddenly in less than 1 second paralyzed. And so everything switches, everything changes. It's a totally normal everyday experience, just hiking. I do that all the time to now, will I even be able to do this ever again? And so going to the ICU was a really interesting experience. You just feel like the whole world is froze and everything's on pause, you know, and you're just asking so many questions of what's going to happen next, what's even happening now, what functions of my body are working, what's not, what's able to come back, what's this numbness in my legs, and why are my legs spazzing all of a sudden, all these questions come out of nowhere, and I didn't even know what a spinal cord injury was until I had it, and that a lot of questions come with that because it's so complex. But I really tried to focus on the little wins every day that I would achieve in my at the ICU, and then when I got transferred to a rehabilitation center, whether that was moving one toe, um, or being able to, transfer into a wheelchair by myself. But it was hard. It was really hard. Throughout my recovery, I have really enjoyed reading about different people's stories, whether that's reading books or reading articles or watching videos online of different people with spinal cord injuries and their road to recovery and what that has looked like. And so, me being only a few years into my injury, I still have a lot of questions of what my future will look like. And so, I really have enjoyed reading people's stories that are 5, 10, 15, 20 years into their injuries. And so one day I started reading a story, and it was actually Hal's story, Hal Hargrave's story of him becoming a quadriplegic from a truck driving accident. And after that, he had opened up the Be Perfect Foundation as well as the Perfect Step. And I just thought it was amazing that this place had started from his heart, his passion, to help people just like me, in our road to recovery, not only physically, but emotionally, and stay in a healthy place in every aspect of my life. And so that's what really got me excited about this place, being from the heart of somebody just like me that has paralysis, and wants to create a community and, look out for my health. And so from there, I got connected to both the Perfect Step and the Be Perfect Foundation. And I love it. I hope that the Perfect Step will help me to continue walking better. Praise God that I am already able to walk post injury. But I would love to continue growing stronger in my muscles and walking better for longer periods of time throughout the day. And eventually, I would love to start jogging or running in some capacity. I also hope that the Perfect Step can help me continue gaining confidence in myself after such a life altering experience, and still trying to figure out who I am and what this means for my future. Yeah. Some of the activities that I enjoy post accident are hiking, even though that is what my accident came from, was a hiking accident. I never wanted hiking to be something I was afraid of doing. And so I still challenge myself and go on hikes no matter what. And I love going to the beach with friends. I love going to the beach with family. I get to visit my family all the time. I'm able to drive, so I can go down and see them. And I love being with friends, playing board games with them, um, making fun meals together in the kitchen. I really enjoy that. A goal that I have in the hopefully near future is paying off all of my student loans and getting out of financial debt there. And then a more long-term goal that I have for myself is to become a wife, and be a very loving and supportive wife to my future husband, as well as become a mother and just start a family. That's something I would love to do.